Alright, so originally I had planned to do a little community spotlight on the Battle for Chicago little thing that's going down right now. Let me straighten this up really quick. Sorry about the unprofessionalism here. That's not the right one. Does that look more straight?
Ish.
Okay, so I had planned to do a little community spotlight on that and talk about it. I'm still going to do that, but I've also been wanting to do a podcast, video cast, YouTube cast, and Josh was coming down. I can't let you be taller than me. To pick up the big boy 430. So then I conned him into sitting here and talking about the Battle for Chicago with me. Ace's in here as well. We're not going to get into his insight today. So for those of you guys that don't know, the Battle for Chicago, from my understanding as an outsider looking at it, looks like Evan kind of was calling out Gentry a little bit, and they were going back and forth a little bit. So Gentry was doing, I don't know, he did 5 minutes of 2.0 hooks or something, and I mean after 3 I stopped watching because it was hurting my shoulders.
Yeah.
But then Evan had said something along the lines of, I raised your 2.0 hook and did a 4.0 hook, and then Evan does some other tricks, continuing to call out Gentry basically, and then Gentry responds with a trick. Let me pull it up and see exactly. Ace, you're gonna have to go outside.
He's so hopped up.
He's been playing with Bruce for the last half hour.
Yeah.
He loves it. So Gentry comes back with a trick here and says, Evan the Odds has been calling me out, so I'll respond with a trick he doesn't understand. Ooh. Hashtag Battle for Chicago. The O I added. Oh, sick burn. Oh. Which then Evan comes back. I wish I had 2 phones here. Evan comes back with this clip and said, Gentry, here's a tutorial for you. When you're trying to show someone up, make sure your trick is actually good. I left an example for you at the end. Ooh, burn. Hashtag Battle for Chicago. Hashtag what battle.
Love how at the end he just shakes his head and walks towards the camera like, what?
No, that's then Gentry will get this all laid out for you before we discuss. Gentry comes back with one more trick and says, just wanted to throw Evan the Odds trick on here and proceed to one-up him as he continues to call me out before I pack my bags and leave to Costa Rica. Peace out, homies. Evan, keep trying, bud. Ooh. Hashtag Battle for Chicago. Followed by one last Evan the Odds post. Gentry Stein, when you get beat at your own game, what game is there left to play? Ooh. Hashtag Battle for Chicago. And ever since then, other people have been joining in, other top competitors. But I'm going to kind of say my piece on what I think about it, and I love it. I don't know whether this is something that Ben masterminded behind and said, hey, kind of go back and forth on Instagram, promote this hype, promotes the national contest, promotes your brands hugely. Or if Evan was just having fun with Gentry. I don't know either of those guys personally. I think I met maybe Gentry once. But like I said, I don't know what started or where it came from. But it's pretty cool, in my opinion, leading up to Chicago. I know but from what you said, you have a little bit of a different take. But I think that it's like good-hearted fun competition. It lets a lot of the spectators, people that don't compete like me, kind of watch, I guess, what they're working on a little bit, watch some of the rivalry, I guess you would say, because that's 2 past national champions, one world champion, one aspiring to be world champion, and I like seeing that insight, and I like the build-up a lot. I think it's huge branding that you don't really see in yo-yo at all. You don't see rivalry like that, in my opinion. You used to have it between like Jensen and Mickey, and then the only thing you have it now is with stupid stuff like brand on brands. Like when I'll post something stupid, somebody else is copying my colorway, but it's not really, it's nothing, it's just stupid stuff. It's nothing like, it's a cool rivalry to follow, like I feel like this is, and really is pumping up the competition, especially with everybody else getting involved a little bit. The other top competitors you see, like Nate, Colin, Kieran. I don't know if you want to. Who else you've seen with the Battle for Chicago? Chano's throwing his stuff up there.
Yeah, Chandler Steele. He killed it, man. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, I've seen a few people mention on the BST and other sorted pages that they think it's a marketing scheme for Yo-Yo Factory. But, I mean, whatever it is, I think Evan just knows he's national champion for a reason. And he wants to show it off and see if anybody else has some moves. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I thought Evan killed it. Gentry was decent, but they were little tiny short bangers. But I mean, what are you gonna do when you're packing up for vacation?
Yeah, it's still not something. It's not like they're showing off their real tricks, in my opinion. I don't think. Maybe some of the stuff that the other ones are throwing.
Yeah.
But Evan and Gentry's was just kind of back and forth, good fun. I feel like it wasn't, hey, this is what I've got actually coming for the contest.
Pretty sure Evan like copied Gentry's stuff and made fun of him. Saying
Right.
He
That's
did it
kind
better.
of
Yeah.
That's
it's
what
just
was
funny rivalry.
Was
just him being like, hey, I own this place, and what are you going to do about it? And Gentry's like, oh, I'm coming back, son. And it's great. And Colin jumped in. I thought his was pretty cool. Spun around, caught something in the air. And angles were a little weird, but I don't know, man.
See, I haven't watched the hashtag enough.
I went through them all today. There's a lot, so.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
But hopefully it's
50.
mostly good stuff. Enjoyed it.
I definitely think it does good as far as advertising for nationals in Chicago and whatnot.
I don't even think just that. I think just yo-yo overall, it gives the consumer, the fan, the thrower, I feel like something to look forward to a little bit and to enjoy currently. Because what else do you have? You have usually most of the time you got a bunch of mail day posts. You know what I mean? You'll have a few trick circles, but it's not usually top tier players. And it's definitely not top tier players kind of poking fun at each other at all.
It's rarely top tier players, and that's what makes it so interesting, honestly.
Interesting, fun, like, I don't know. I'm loving it as an outsider.
I wasn't very aware of it until last night, but schooled myself on it, and I like it. I hope it keeps going on and gets a little more vicious. I want to see some.
Savagery.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you see, I saw, when I was looking at the hashtag, I didn't watch all the tricks, but I saw there was a little meme. It was like, you know, the Reading Rainbow guy?
Mm-hmm.
It was like something like, you can't lose the battle for Chicago if you don't compete.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm a sucker for a good meme.
Tyler Severance posted his with just a banana shoved in his mouth, said hashtag battle for Chicago. I think he's the easy winner right there.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything, because, like, for top tier, I figure Evan and Gentry, that's probably two at the top three. Bergie's probably the third one in the top three. You can interchange them however you want in my book.
Oh, yeah.
Then you've got others, Carrie, Nate, Colin, whoever else you want to throw in there that's top tier player, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Has Bergie posted anything?
I didn't see one, but I mean, that's got to be coming. He's one of the scales guys, and if Colin's hopping it, I don't see why Bergie wouldn't.
He's too busy evaluating everybody else's tricks.
Yeah, true. Get ready for that next podcast.
Hey,
Throw them all.
that's good stuff. We need content in the yo-yo world. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was enjoyable. I appreciate Josh. I just kind of threw him into this when he came to get his yo-yo today. Yeah. So, I don't know. Hopefully, he's in close enough driving distance that I think if we have good topics, I can con him to coming down here, or maybe when the patios are open. I don't know if we could go to like a Winking Lizard or something and film in the patio. Probably not. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time.
Giraffe snakes.